No focus, no theme, just hang out with me on a Saturday.
When it comes to perimenopause, the two things that have taken me by surprise the most. It's not that I care more about my personal appearance, but I am getting more self-conscious. And so, I don't know, there's just something about seeing someone live through the same experience as you.
Good morning and welcome to a bonus vlog. Welcome if you're new. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time university writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie author. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It is great to have you all here. And yes, welcome to a bonus vlog this week. I have been doing bonus videos every other Friday for a couple months now. I think I've done like 4 or 5, but it is Saturday and the Friday coming up is one of those bonus Fridays. And so I needed to film something and I just thought, why not make it a vlog? Now, this vlog is going to be different. It is going to be shorter, which is going to be a challenge for me. I'm going to try to keep this to around 30 minutes, maybe 35 at a push. I feel like the bonus videos have been around like 35 minutes. We're going to see how I can do with shorter vlogs. I know that the majority of you really love the hour-long chatty vlogs. You say that it feels like FaceTiming with a friend. So that is the vibe we're going for today. No focus, no theme, just hang out with me on a Saturday, and it'll be like a 30-minute FaceTime call instead of a 55-minute FaceTime call. But yeah, I kind of wanted to vlog today, but I really have no focus and no theme, nothing in particular. It's just gonna be a super cozy Saturday, relaxing. I'm not gonna do any book work. I'm gonna mostly do vlog editing, but I'm also reading a book right now that I would like to try to finish and then start a new one. So yeah, just hang out with me. We're starting with a beautiful, cloudy morning hike. It is so gorgeous. I am so happy. There was a bit of clear sky you can see like at the very bottom towards the horizon. So the sun was shining very brightly when it was first coming up, but now it's up in the clouds. And there's blue sky directly above me, but I think I'll be able to be out here for most of the hike without the sun, so I'm so happy. But on this hike, we are on wildflower watch. I am still hoping against all hope that at some point some wildflowers will pop up. Things have gotten green out here. There is signs of new life in the plants here in the Sonoran Desert, but still no wildflowers. So I'm keeping my eye out for pops of purple for the lupins and pops of yellow-orange for the poppies. Those are the two I'm still desperately hoping I will get to see at some point this year. So yeah, also on rattlesnake watch. I think it's still too cool out here this morning. They prefer like the 70 to 80 degree range. So that'll be later today. So I think we're good, but I am keeping an eye out for those as well, just to be safe. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. Get comfy, get cozy, and spend the next 30 minutes or so with me, starting with a beautiful cloudy morning hike. Ocotillos are in bloom, which is very exciting. I noticed that like a week ago when I was out here. The flowers have been coming in for a little while, but the spines were still brown. But they are now fully green, which is so exciting. And the flowers, I think, are nearing the end of their life cycle, but it's just nice to see something look like normal for this time of year. And on that hike, I also had an incredible surprise when I spotted what looked like a rabbit, but it was so far away, it couldn't be a rabbit. And then as I got closer, I realized it wasn't a rabbit, it was a jackrabbit, which is actually a kind of hare. And I have hiked out here for so many years. I have never seen a jackrabbit in real life, so that was really cool. Cute little bunny rabbit on today's hike. Jackrabbits are like 4 or 5 times that size. So I'm not really seeing any wildflowers, unfortunately. It's been really interesting because looking around you can see everything's trying. It's trying to bloom, it's trying to get green, and it's not just giving up. Like, the conditions haven't been the greatest this year, but the desert is still giving it a go. It hasn't just given up, which I think is a real lesson for life. That even when you're dealing with difficult circumstances, even when the conditions aren't optimal, you still try. And even if you don't bloom that year, you at least grow a little bit. And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now. The other thing I'm noticing is you can still see all of last year's growth, and it's all kind of withered away, but the remnants of it is still out here. You've got all the old versions of the plants growing among all the new versions, and normally each year the new growth completely overrides last year's plants, and they completely take over, and you can't really see what last year's version of things looked like anymore. Like, I can still see last year's grasses and last year's lupins, and they're just shadows of themselves. And I feel like that's also kind of where I'm at. The old version of me is still here. I can still see her, I still know her, but this new version is starting to pop up, and she's not fully bloomed yet, but she's growing. So yeah, just another life lesson I take from the desert that is just giving me a little bit of comfort right now.
Okay, it's now later in the day. It's just past noon. I have just been getting some laundry going and making some tea. So I'm just checking on my tea really quick. I need to do dishes as well. I need to wash my dishes in a little bit, but I'll do that later. But I've just got my tea in one of my London mugs. I like this one because it's narrower at the top, so it keeps it hotter for a little bit longer. Let that brew a little bit more. I'm doing a combination of the Northwest Peppermint and the Happy Tummy, which they've renamed this, so I'm still using up some of the old ones, but I think it's now ginger something. I think it's ginger mint. So the Northwest Peppermint is just peppermint, organic peppermint, and then the ginger mint, or what used to be called the Happy Tummy, is peppermint, ginger, cinnamon, dandelion root, and spearmint. It smells very like Christmassy because of that cinnamon, but dandelion root and cinnamon and ginger, as well as both the peppermint and spearmint, are really good when you have an upset stomach. And my stomach just has not, well, it's not so much my stomach's fine, it's everything below the stomach. It's the rest of my GI system is not happy today. I woke up just really quite unwell, and I will spare you the details. Still managed to go for my hike this morning, which I'm so glad, because I've been looking forward to hiking this weekend. I've been looking forward to my weekend hikes all week, because I can't usually hike for like the same amount of time. Like I'm on a tighter schedule, and I feel like my weekend hikes, even when they end up being around the same amount of time, my brain is just a little bit clearer, because on a weekday hike, I'm still thinking about, here's what I need to do today, and here's what I'm doing for the rest of the week, and like I'm thinking about my schedule, and I'm thinking about appointments and teaching and all of that stuff. Whereas on the weekend, I just let my mind go. So I really look forward to my weekend hike. So when I woke up this morning, I was a little worried I wasn't going to make it out there, but thankfully I did. But I thought I was doing better. Like I thought the hike helped, but I came home from my hike, I showered, I washed my hair, dried my hair, threw on some comfy cozies. I'm wearing my London sweatshirt that I got at Target here in Phoenix. But it makes me think of Tamsin, because Tamsin's the one who found this on the rack and was like, Andrea, you need this. She was right. So I bought it. It's been one of my favorite sweatshirts that was when she visited in 2020, I think, right before, during the before times, right before, the very, very end of the before times. So yeah, I got changed into my comfy cozies, and I've just been sitting on the couch editing Monday's vlog, and yeah, I just started feeling unwell again. And so I had something to eat when I got back, and like I had something that should not be making me upset, so like should not be making me sick. Like I intentionally chose what I had so that I wouldn't have this reaction. So I think there's just something else going on. It's like not connected to what I'm eating. It's just, I really have to say, like, when it comes to perimenopause and all the changes that you might notice before the bigger and more obvious changes that we all expect around that time of life, the two things that have taken me by surprise the most have been the mood changes and like the losing any sort of equilibrium in my emotional state. That has been shocking, just the extent of which my mood has been impacted. The second thing, and this was the first thing that I noticed, is the GI changes. Like, I had done so well. Like, I was diagnosed with IBS in 2016, I think, so several years ago, and got it pretty well under control to where it only would flare up during like times of extreme stress and anxiety, or during times of prolonged moderate anxiety and depression. And because I'd gotten my anxiety and depression to a really good place between, I'd say, like 2016 and 2021, like the pandemic definitely started knocking me off balance in that respect a little bit, but still had been doing really, really well. It just, I wasn't used to having my emotional state impact my IBS as much. And so starting kind of end of 23, very beginning of 24. It was February of 24 was when I just finally caved and went to see a GI specialist. So I think it had kind of been coming on throughout 2023 because there were things I noticed, but I was trying to just track things. I kept a symptom journal, I kept a food log just to see if I could find any obvious triggers, and I wasn't finding anything. And so then I finally went to see the doctor, and all of her tests showed that I'm fine, it's just IBS. Like, there's nothing more serious wrong. So now that I've seen the gynecologist, I know that the IBS and the anxiety and depression, all these things getting worse, that's just perimenopause. My IBS has been acting up a lot more consistently lately, and it's really frustrating because I'm not eating any, it's not the food triggers. And I know every time this topic comes up, people want to say, cut out dairy, cut out gluten, cut out this, cut out that. Number one, restricting doesn't work with me. But reducing stuff, and I've been doing that. I have been reducing a lot of things. I've been making a lot of swaps and changes. I'm really trying to have more fiber and more protein and things like that. And it helps, but it hasn't solved the problem, because ultimately the problem isn't IBS. The problem is other stuff happening in my body, and this is just one way that it's manifesting itself. But it's really annoying because I don't feel sick. I will say that. I don't feel sick today. I don't feel like, it doesn't feel horrible. I'm not like moaning on the couch unable to do anything. It's just, it's noon, it's past noon, and I should be eating lunch right now, but not only do I not really feel hungry, the thought of food kind of just doesn't really make me feel that great. So I don't like skipping meals because that doesn't help my IBS either. That kind of then makes it worse in the long run. So I'm probably gonna get some very bland, like bran flakes, and just like nibble, like dry, and just nibble on them just so that I'm getting something along with my tea, and then hopefully the tea will help. So I think I'm gonna take a break from editing for now, watch some YouTube videos. I've been watching YouTube videos and other people's vlogs while I've been editing, but I think I'm gonna take a break from editing, just watch some vlogs and relax, do some more editing, and then maybe do some reading a little bit later, and we can chat about what I'm currently reading, because that might be fun. I've been having a reading slump, so we'll talk about that in a moment, but first I'm gonna drink my tea, see if that'll settle my stomach a little bit, and yeah, just try to get a little bit more vlog editing done, and then I think by like 2 o'clock, whatever is not done today, I will just pick up tomorrow. All right, I got, the vlog isn't done being edited, but I have edited all of the talking bits for both Monday's vlog and Wednesday's vlog. So that's the hardest and longest and most time consuming part of the vlog editing process, because I talk a lot. So it takes me some time to get through all the talking clips, and then the music and editing down the B-roll and all of the final stages of editing is a lot faster. So I'll be able to do that stage for both vlogs tomorrow. So I've edited a lot later than I wanted. It's now just about 4 o'clock, but tomorrow will be a lot more relaxing. It's still been relaxing. It has been relaxing. Although Monday's vlog is fine. Monday's vlog is totally fine. Wednesday's vlog, the one that was just up on Wednesday, if you're watching this on Friday. Wednesday's vlog, I love the content of it. It's over an hour long. It's like an hour and 5 minutes. I might be able to shave like another minute off of it when I add in all the B-roll, when I edit the B-roll and the music and stuff. So I might still be able to get it a little bit shorter, but it was still a little bit longer than usual. I really try to keep them to no more than an hour, just because I feel like an hour, like, you are so gracious and you are so lovely to say that you love the long vlogs, but I do feel there's a limit, and I feel like an hour is probably right at that limit. So it's very rare that I let a vlog be over an hour and like be an hour and 5 or an hour and 10. It's got to be something really special. And it's my 9 years on YouTube video. And I just had a lot to say. I had a lot to say in that video. And I like how all of that came out. I feel like there were a lot of realizations that I had like mid-filming, and I wouldn't want to refilm those because it just wouldn't ever feel as genuine as it does when it's like coming out like in that moment. But throughout most of the video, I've got a speck of something in my hair. I've got mascara smudged under my eye. I've got something like on the, like a speck of something on the bottom of my lip. Got other like little things that you only catch glimpses of here and there. And so like the most irritating one to me, you only catch an occasional glimpse of it, but it's throughout like 3 segments of the vlog. And in the vlog I'm talking about how I'm going to try to stop over analyzing and overthinking and second guessing myself, because I did have some really good like realizations in there that I put way too much pressure on myself with these vlogs for reasons that I really shouldn't. And so like I feel like I'm doing that. Like here I've just said I'm going to stop doing that, and now I'm over analyzing and second guessing, should I refilm this vlog? But it's like, if I refilm it, it's not going to be as good, and I don't really have time. Like I theoretically could refilm it tomorrow and like edit it throughout the day as I'm filming it and still be able to have it done by Monday to put up on Wednesday, but it wouldn't be the same. And that's not how I want to spend my day tomorrow. Like, that's really not. So I'm gonna leave it. I mean, I'll think about it tonight, but I right now I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it. I'll just put the music on it and I'll let it go as it is. I was just in the mood. I was just talking to you all, and I was just in the moment and not paying attention. And if it was just me with a group of you at a coffee shop, I wouldn't care if someone reached over and was like, "Oh, Angie, you've got something in your hair." And like normally I really don't care about those things, and I really get kind of irritated when I hear other people like criticizing their appearance, because how we look truly is the least important thing about us. But I will admit, as I'm getting older, I feel like it's not that I care more about my personal appearance, but I am getting more self-conscious about my personal appearance. I want to make sure that like I don't have mascara smudged or lipstick on my teeth or, you know, anything like that. I don't want to give strangers on the internet or in person any opportunity to criticize me for something that is still kind of in my, like, I can control if I've checked my hair. I can control if I've checked under my eyes for smudged mascara, and I don't know. I'm overthinking it, so I'll stop. I just felt really good about that video. And I don't want to refilm it. I really, really don't. And I'm not going to. I really don't want to, and I'm not going to. I feel like I'm saying this in this video because you'll have already watched that. Most of you will have already watched that video, and I'm guessing that the majority of you probably didn't even notice the things that I've noticed, because I do think I critique myself on camera way more than the average person does, the average viewer does. I feel like so many, and you can let me know, I feel like a lot of you are listening to me more than you're watching me, that you're as you've said, you're working on things, you're knitting, you're doing other crafts, or you're doing photography work, or you're doing something else for your job and you're typing on your computer. Like, you're doing other things while you're watching / listening to my videos. So it's almost like an hour-long podcast essentially that you're listening to, and then every now and then if you look up you can see me smiling at you, and you can see the nice like B-roll that I add in. But I do feel like most of you probably won't even have noticed the things, but like, I'm staring at myself the whole time I'm editing because I have to be paying attention to the screen as I'm editing. So yeah, anyway, I need to stop editing and I need to just step away and I need to switch to reading. So I'm going to spend the next hour, I think, before dinner time. My stomach is feeling a little bit better. The snack I had at lunchtime, I wouldn't call it a full lunch, but the dry cereal and the tea and all of that I had at lunchtime, I'm fine. I haven't gotten worse, so that's good. I don't know what I'll eat for dinner. Probably just plain toast. But I'm ready to just go crash back on the couch and put on some kind of ambiance video or something and do some reading. I have been having a bit of a reading slump, which is a little bit irritating. And I think it's because I am such a mood reader, and I decided that I wanted to read Sense and Sensibility as my next book, and it was one that I wanted to read during the month of March. And like, it's nearing the end of March, and so it was like, if I was gonna read it this month, that needed to be the next book, and I then wasn't picking it up. And I really want to read it, and I know I like it. I've read it before, so I know I love the story. I just don't feel like reading it right now. So I've switched back to some Kindle books. I had one from Avon Ellis, who's one of my favorite indie romance authors, and now I'm reading another one, and I can't remember the name. I'll show you the cover when I sit down to read it, but it's a cute royal romance, fictional British royal family set in London. Again, wonder why I like it. And so it's not that long, it's only a couple hundred pages, so I do want to try to finish it today. I think I can finish it before dinner. It should be, if I start now, I should be able to finish it by around 5:30. So I just want to read that and just relax and yeah, stop editing vlogs. I've done a little too much editing today probably, but I knew that Wednesday's vlog was going to be massive. It was an hour and 44 minutes director's cut, like uncut. It is now an hour and 5 minutes. So I have managed to cut 40 minutes from this vlog, and I do not know how I did it because it wasn't all just, you know, random waffle. There was some stuff that I was like, oh, if it wasn't this long, I'd leave this in, but I do need to cut, so this can go. But anytime I have to edit a vlog down that much, it breaks a little something in my brain momentarily. So I need to go just zone out and read and let my brain kind of stitch itself back together. Okay, I have finished that book. It was very cute. I really enjoyed that. I think it's just what my brain was kind of needing at the moment. I just, throughout February and then March, I've been reading a lot of physical books instead of reading on my Kindle, on my iPad, which physical books, I read them slower. And I read them in a slightly different way, if that makes sense. And I've also been reading a lot of books. Like, some of them have been lighthearted romances, but there've been some really kind of like slightly more challenging nonfiction books, and there've been some like fantasy, and yeah, they've been great. They've all been fantastic. And I'll do a what I've been reading lately video soon. Talk in more detail about all of them. So like, I've been reading some great books, but I just think I'm just ready for some really cheesy, easy, relaxing, lighthearted rom-coms that I can just speed through on my Kindle and things like that. Although reading that royal romance is honestly making me kind of want to reread my royal romance, and that I haven't published, that desperately needs to be edited. I wouldn't mind doing some work on that over the summer, but I probably need to reread it. So I don't know, maybe I will reread that one. Ava Ellis is also releasing the next book in her British Billionaires series at the end of April. And so I think I want to go back and reread all the previous books. I think she's putting out book 5. So there's 4 that I'm tempted to reread. I've read each of them at least twice already, I think. The 4th one I might have only read once, but like I'm still really tempted to go back and reread those before the 5th one comes out. So yeah, I might be reading those, but I probably will do that later in April, closer to when book 5 comes out. But I just think for the remainder of the semester, I just need something easy. I don't want anything that's gonna make me have to think too much. So April truly might be like these last few days of March, and then the whole month of April during the rest of the semester might just be really easy, fun, lighthearted romance reads on my Kindle. I might do some rereading of books I've already read, because I also really wouldn't mind rereading Ava Ellis's her royal romance series, because I love that one so much. I really, really do. So yeah, I haven't picked a new book yet. I haven't decided what I want to read next. I might just start with something that's already in my Kindle that I've already read before. I honestly might. I need to think about it a little bit more, but I might just reread my book. The whole reason I started writing my own royal romance series was because I love the genre. Like, I love royal romance as a subgenre of romance. And I just really wanted to write my own. And I have reread it since like I finished the first draft, and I started doing, did I ever get past the Scrivener read through? I can't remember. I don't think I ever really properly started developmental editing that book. I think I just got distracted by whatever of the Across the Pond or Independent Hearts books was next. I want to write the next Across the Pond book, but really not supposed to be writing. I am going to let myself start writing that one again, because I need to be writing something. I miss writing something, but I want to read that book. I need to write that book. I need to write Across the Pond 5 before I can read it, but I just really want to read it. It's in my head. Like, I can see it in my head. I know the story. I really do need to write that one, but I'm not there yet. And what I really want is to read something like that. So I don't know. I probably should reread my royal romance draft, just because it would be good to pop that back into my mind a little bit more clearly. And it might scratch that itch in my brain. So that might be what I read. And then I think after that, I'll switch back to Ava Ellis. I don't know. My brain is just craving things I already know right now. So yeah, I've had a really nice, relaxing afternoon reading. It's been just what I needed. So that has been a lot of fun. And now I'm ready to just relax. So yeah, I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to find something to watch. Earlier today, I will have shown you in a previous clip, but I was watching 2 other creators that have been like new discoveries for me recently. Becca from Becca Tobar, fantastic if you want more author tuber, writer tuber writing content. Another writer who works a 9 to 5. I love finding other authors who work a 9 to 5. It just makes me feel a little bit more seen and understood. And then Kaylin Grace Apple is an academic YouTuber, PhD grad tuber, I suppose you could say, living in London. and I don't know, sometimes her content makes me miss doing my PhD. Other times it reminds me that like I'm good where I'm at. But it's just kind of been interesting. She's 5th year and working on her PhD dissertation. And I don't know, like I didn't have anyone to watch when I was at that stage. And so even though it's like too late for me, it's still really nice watching someone going through that process and like processing some of what I was thinking and feeling at the time. Even though I'm done, I still have so many thoughts about grad school and about my PhD and about my research. And I don't know, but watching her vlogs and watching her go through that process is just, it's finally allowing me to work through some things in some way. And I don't know, it's also giving me a sense of that online community as an academic that I had an academic community on Instagram and in person when I was doing my PhD, but I didn't really have an academic community within YouTube. There weren't any other YouTubers who were PhD students. Like, I just really wish that Kaylin had been doing her PhD at the same time that I was and had started her channel at the same time that I started mine. I just really wish that there were creators making the kind of content that she makes and the kind of content that I was making at the time. I wish I'd had more of that at that time. Instead, I really felt like I was on my own. And I had other PhD students who were following me, but they weren't YouTubers as well. And so, I don't know, there's just something about seeing someone live through the same experience as you. And I'm sure I know that's why a lot of you like watching my vlogs, because in one way or another, I'm living through something that you are also living through. But yeah, there's just something about seeing someone going through what you're going through that just helps you see things differently. And yeah, I just really enjoy Kaylin's content. So if you're looking for kind of chatty vlogs, I think if you're not a writer or an academic, but you like my vlogs, I think you'd still like Becca and Kaylin. So I will try to remember to leave their channels linked down below. But definitely if you are also a writer, particularly a writer working a 9 to 5, I would go check out Becca's channel. And if you are also an academic, and if you're in grad school, master's, PhD, or even if you're still in your undergrad, but know that you want to go into grad school, Kaylin does a ton of really, really awesome academic and study and productivity related content. So I would also say if you're a writer, but interested in productivity and planning and things like that, you might also want to check out Kaylin's channel. So yeah, there's a couple creators. Anyway, I need to go make a sandwich and go just crash back on the couch because that's really just all I feel like doing, and get on with enjoying the rest of my evening. Okay, it is time to wrap up this vlog. I have just been watching a movie, Not Another Happy Ending, starring Karen Gillan. It was really cute, very quirky, artsy indie film, filmed in Scotland. A lot of Scottish actors, so that was really fun. This lighting is not good. And it's also, I can't tell. It's one of those times. Is it shadows or is it mascara smearing under my eyes? I'm sure this is going to be the second video in a row where I've got mascara smudged under my eyes. I'm still annoyed about that video. I'm not going to refilm it. I'm just going to finish editing that vlog and I'll put it up on Wednesday. And I'll just have stuff stuck in my hair and mascara smeared under my eyes, and it'll be what it will be. Because I really did like how it turned out. Like everything else I just really like about it. And I've been so overthinking and second guessing my content so much lately. So like, I really like some of the things that came out, and I just know if I refilm it, it's not going to be the same. So I would rather put up something where I maybe don't look quite how I want, but I'm saying the things I want to say, then put up something where I look more polished and put together, but it feels rehearsed because at that point it's my second time saying it. That's always the danger of refilming something. If I have to refilm something because the camera was blurry, or because the audio wasn't right, or because a clip gets deleted or something, it's just never quite the same. And I'm never as happy as I was with the original version. Sometimes I refilm stuff because I just know that I've been completely incoherent and I rambled too much and I lost track of what I wanted to say, and I know that editing that original version is going to be a nightmare, and so it's just easier to refilm a clip. It's kind of what I'm doing with this outro. This outro ended up being 9 minutes. It should not be 9 minutes because this is supposed to be a short vlog. It's supposed to be a short vlog today. So yeah, so sometimes I do refilm, but I hate refilming things where I feel like I got it right in the first version, but there's something else that's happening. Refilming when I feel like I didn't do a good job, that's different. But refilming when I feel like I did it right, but there's just some random thing that makes the footage not usable. And so technically the footage from Wednesday is usable. I just have a speck of something in my hair, and I've got mascara smeared under my eye and a couple other random things like that. So that's fine. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna release it. My word of the year, release. I'm just gonna put the music on it and release it on Wednesday, and hopefully none of you even noticed the little things that my brain is now fixating on. But anyway, enough about Wednesday's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I'm very curious to get all the footage imported and see how short this vlog actually ended up being. It will be shorter than my regular vlogs. I don't think it's going to be a very short vlog. I just don't think I'm capable of a short vlog. Even in this one, I was thinking about it like every time after I've turned off the camera. Like some of the things I've talked about today, I feel like I'm not done talking. I feel like I haven't like really worked it out in my head. So some of these topics we might be revisiting in a future vlog, because I just find like I need an hour to just ramble and chat. But this one has been fun today because I feel like for me, it has felt like FaceTiming with a friend. I think my regular vlogs feel that way to you because you are watching it and you're not aware of the thought process on my end. But this vlog has truly been just me picking up the camera and talking to you. There's been no focus, no theme, no greater vision for the vlog other than that I just wanted to share a relaxing Saturday doing nothing at home. I've got no deeper meaning or message that I'm trying to talk about. There's no like through line for the vlog that I'm trying to keep in mind from one segment to the next. It has just been very much old-fashioned vlog style. So I might do more vlogs like this. I might do more vlogs like this just as a regular Monday or Wednesday vlog. So let me know what you think. I feel like I've gotten a little bit not distracted, but I feel like my vlogs recently, I have felt like I needed to have a focus in terms of then having something that can be very specific and strategic for the title and for the thumbnail and for all of that. But I do really enjoy just picking up the camera and just talking to you about random things that pop into my head. That feels more like FaceTiming with a friend for me, because when you FaceTime with one of your friends, whether it's FaceTime or something else, when you're doing a video chat with a friend, you don't typically have an agenda. You might have things that have happened that week or since your last call that you want to tell them about, but you don't have a deeper message you're trying to convey in that call. So I think that's something I need to make sure I'm not losing sight of with the vlogs, that I'm not getting so focused on SEO and having a theme or a focus for the vlog that then it's taking some of the fun out of it for me. Like that might be one of the reasons why I've been overthinking things too much, because I'm not just letting go and going with the flow with the vlog. So we'll see. I don't think I'm going to give up my normal style completely, but it might be fun to start adding in more of like this style. So yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I really appreciate both of those things. Say hi in the comments. You can leave me some book or book stack emojis in the comments. Let me know what two of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog. And in the comments, I don't really have a specific question, but there are quite a few new lovely people, lovely new friends here around these parts, here around this channel. And it's been a while since we've talked about like vlog length and preferences. So I would like to know, how long is too long? How short is too short? What is our like happy place? Ooh, that lamp has gone off because it is after 8:45 p.m. I have to go to bed. We are done vlogging. So yeah, how long is too long? How short is too short? I feel like for me as a viewer and also as a creator, that 45-minute to an hour space, that's my preference. But let me know, because I can start doing the occasional shorter, you know, 30 to 45-minute vlog. I don't think I can get under 30 minutes anymore. I do not think that's possible, so please don't ask that of me. I'm sorry, Mom. I think my mom would like them to be in that like 20 to 30-minute range, and I just don't think it's possible, Mom. I'm sorry. So yeah, let's just chat vlog length and vlogs in general, and just give me an update. Let me know how you're doing, what's new in your life, how are things going, is spring springing where you live. Give me the weather update for wherever you're at, because we all know weather is my favorite thing to talk about. And anyway, this has gotten really long again, so there really wasn't much point in me filming a second version of this. But now I've got two versions to choose from. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!